Hello again, friends. You know, I was looking at some of my earlier videos and realized I sure have learned a lot about how to put these together over the last year. So I thought I'd just revise one of them and add to it and give you a much better and clearer look at what we found. Now, this was a day in April 2015, just 1 year ago, and we were walking the shorelines of one of the big ponds here on one of the islands off of Cape Cod. We'd been out for an hour and a half walking our dog and hadn't found much to speak of. We were just about to walk out back to the car, and just the last 2 minutes of our walk, I spotted something lying down on the gravel. It was hard to see because the color was the same as everything else, but there it was. As we come in, you'll get a good look at it. It really is a beautiful point. Real nice point. It's made out of a very fine-grained, thin quartzite. Really is quite a thin point. And we're going to walk over to the water's edge now and just wash it off, get a little better look at it. It's a nice sunny day in April, cold as it usually is at that time of year. But here it is. You get to look at it just after we've washed it off on the edge of the pond there. This is in the Neville Stark family. It's a variant probably, but it's definitely a Neville Stark variant. You know, this is a point that's probably somewhere around 7,000 to 8,000 years old, but it was really a nice point. I was happy day to find this one, and wouldn't believe how thin it actually is. You know, quite the skill of the prehistoric napper to create this point out of quartzite. Well, on another trip, actually a couple of years earlier, walking the shore of the same pond, on a different stretch where we're looking here, I came across, well, probably the biggest point I've found on the shoreline. This thing is almost 4 inches long. You get a good look at it here. It's a grayish-green argillite. It's what we call a big Atlantic point, very similar to the Snook-Kill points in New York. Again, a late archaic point, about 4,000 years old. Not long after that, on another trip, my wife spotted this nice early drill. This is, I think, an early archaic drill, maybe even related to the Dalton phase here, and you get a good look at it, but a nice piece. Again, she found this on the way out after we had almost finished our look. So I'm just giving you some overviews of a couple of different trips. So we're back out now on another visit and come across this big chunky side notch point laying in the mud. This is that same stretch of shoreline where the very first point in this video came from. Get a good look at it here. Big chunk of a point. And on that same outing, I found a really nice orient fishtail point. And just laying there, right in the sand, but a beautiful point. It's all there from the base to the tip. And on yet another outing, the same pond, you can see we're wrapped up for the cold weather. My wife is sitting down after she found something right up against the bank. Beautiful little side notched point out of a maroon rhyolite or felsite. And then on yet one more outing, again searching through all this gravel along the shoreline, I came across something kind of extraordinary. It's a little fluted base. It's the base of a fluted point made out of a very interesting jasper with translucent veins. What appears to be black in the photo are actually translucent veins. And then I had a replica made of this point so that you could get a sense of what it looked like had it been whole. So you see the base and the replica. But that was another happy day. So once again, we're out on the same pond, same stretch of shoreline, and actually up on the bank, I saw something just barely protruding, just the edge of a round cobble. I poked it out with my stick, and what do you know? A beautiful little side-notched net weight. So I thought I'd just conclude this video with a picture of a frame of a number of points from these areas. You'll see some of the ones we picked up in this frame, but we're having fun, and it's always great to get out. Thanks for watching. Bye.